Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rosen will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. Through an opening, and there he goes. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Where's the tag? UAT! Watch the pass. Alert!
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Looking for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On third down, Rosen. Looking left side, and it's complete. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Looking deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike, 59. Let's go, deep tight. Let's go.
From the 31, Watson. He'll get this to Philip Lindsey complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is it. 19. 54. Tackles.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
We ain't giving up nothing. Jim. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He finds Beckham complete. first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Browns first down.
Check 55 to line. Come on, let's go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you.
Watson, off play action. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Who that? 55. 55. Watch the whip. Motion.
Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw, rolling to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rosen on 1st and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Another run by Lindsey. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Where's that? Number 53. Mike 53. And we're pretty crying.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the 55.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rosen to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check set. Check 88. Check 53 is mine. Okay, double up.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 50 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on second and 3. Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down, Cleveland.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Rosen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Rosen, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run with Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they?
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tony Pollard taking it in. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No chance.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the slant. 53's the mark. 53. Check pass. Check pass. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now Rosen on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check it back, check it back.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Rosen off the play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Set. 19. 3. Mike. Blue down.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.